filled as we empty ourselves. 2 Corinthians 4, 3 and 6. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. For God, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, hath shined in our hearts, to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ. Are we vessels of gold, ministering to the poor hopeless multitudes? 2 Corinthians 4 and 7 says, But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of God, and not of us. When they see us, they see simple human beings like themselves. But the difference is what's inside of us. We appear the same on the outside, but inside they're empty. Many feel as if they have no purpose. They feel useless because whatever they try to fill themselves with, they still feel that emptiness. Often, when they fill themselves with the things which they hope will satisfy, it quickly pours out, and they are left feeling as empty as they were, if not worse. 2 Kings 4, 1 through 6. Now there cried a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets unto Elisha, saying, Thy servant my husband is dead, and thou knowest that my servant did fear the Lord. And the creditor is come to take unto him my 2 sons to be bondmen. And Elisha said unto her, What shall I do for thee? Tell me, what hast thou in the house? And she said, Thine handmaid hath not anything in the house, save a pot of oil. Then he said, Go, borrow thee vessels abroad of all thy neighbors, even empty vessels. Borrow not a few. And when thou art come in, thou shalt shut the door upon thee and upon thy sons, and shalt pour out into all those vessels, and thou shalt set aside that which is full. So she went from him, and shut the door upon her and upon her sons, who brought the vessels to her, and she poured out. And it came to pass, when the vessels were full, that she said unto her son, Bring me yet a vessel. And he said unto her, There is not a vessel more. And the oil stayed. There are so many empty vessels out there who are in need of being filled. We have what they need. While it may be so that if we give of our worldly goods, they may come to an end, that is never the case with the love of God flowing out of our lives. Many refrain from giving because they're afraid of losing what they have. A wonderful aspect of the blessings of God is that the more we share them, the more we find ourselves overflowing with those very same blessings. The saying is true. You can't outgive God. But who do we give to? Do we only give to those who we love, our friends and our families? Could we ever actually give anything to God? Everything already belongs to Him. No, our responsibility is to give these blessings from God to all who are in need. We must pour out the power of His glory into every empty vessel we come across. We must reach out to this hurting world and help them to understand that there is more than simple satisfaction to be had in Christ. There is pure joy in our service to Him. Matthew 25, verses 25 through 29. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. This will be the lot of those who hope to save the joy of the Lord for themselves. The gift of the glory of God is only beneficial when it's shared.